Today, we're talking about the King of the Ring, and more specifically, who should win. We're gonna go over several options, and at the end, I'll make my overall conclusion. So when it comes to the King of the Ring, there's been a lot of great winners, from Sheamus, to William Regal, to most recently Xavier Woods, and I really feel like this year is probably the best year when it comes to potential options, because of how stacked the roster is across Raw and SmackDown. So when it comes to the first option, we have none other than Jey Uso. Now when it comes to the Yeet Man himself, it's been an interesting couple of months. He defeated his brother / rival in Jimmy Uso, and then he lost to Damian Priest at Backlash, which was understandable given it was Damian's first title defense. But now, we've got the King of the Ring tournament, and I truly believe that Jey Uso would be a great option. Not only is his connection with the fans on an insane level, but because he's been screwed in a lot of his big time matches, winning the King of the Ring would definitely add some big momentum. And from there, you could do a lot of great things. You could do Jey Uso versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship, which is definitely a money match. Jey go after Damian again, but this time capturing the gold. Now our next option is none other than the megastar himself, LA Knight. Now I know a lot of people are big fans of LA, especially the crowd in France, and I feel like when it comes to the megastar, it would make a lot of sense for him to be the King of the Ring rather than the Knight, because not only is he a big deal, but I think a win like this would add some needed momentum to his character. Because yes, he did defeat AJ Styles at WrestleMania, and it was a massive moment for him, but I feel like it's felt a bit stagnant at times, which is understandable given the nature of the WWE. It can't always be sunshine and rainbows, but I definitely think a win for the megastar would help, as the after effects would do wonders because he's already a big star. So him winning isn't only going to make him an even bigger star, but it could allow him to go after some top titles, maybe a Logan Paul, or heck, maybe a Cody Rhodes. And yeah, it would do those things without a King of the Ring win, but it would make it that much more special. So for our third option, it's him. I'm talking about none other than Carmelo Hayes. Now I understand this might not happen, given he just got called up from NXT to the main roster. But at the same time, isn't this what the King of the Ring is all about? Creating a superstar? Because whether you like it or not, Carmelo Hayes is definitely a future champion in the WWE. He's got the looks, the skills, and let's not forget, he's no stranger when it comes to tournaments, as he was a part of the United States tournament several months ago. Yeah, I think Carmelo Hayes would be a great option, as it would showcase his name and his skill set on a big stage, and him having the crown, it would definitely showcase him as a real threat on the blue brand. Plus, who doesn't love a good underdog story? I know Rocky does. Okay, so before we go to our final pick, let's go over some dark horses. Now these are people who probably aren't gonna win, but it would be cool if they did. First up, we have Randy Orton. Now again, Randy Orton probably doesn't need to win the King of the Ring. He's already accomplished so much, from being WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, to being a Tag Team Champion. But at the same time, Randy Orton is in a special place right now where the fans just adore him, and rightly so. He's arguably one of the best to ever do it, and I think the fans adore him so much that he could win this tournament and no one would be mad about it. In fact, I even think he could take the title off Cody Rhodes and people would be somewhat okay, not because of them disliking Cody, but because of how beloved the Viper is. Plus, It would be cool for Randy to add the King of the Ring title to his illustrious career, and I could see him going all out with the crown and the robe. That would definitely be a sight to see. Another person who probably won't win it, but it would be fun, is Bobby Lashley. Again, Bobby Lashley is beloved by the fans, especially his unique entrance and his moveset. Sometimes I forget how long Bobby Lashley has been wrestling for, and he's definitely revitalized his career in the last couple of years. And let's not forget, he did have a big win over the Final Testament at WrestleMania, so him winning this tournament would be a nice addition. But unfortunately, I don't see him winning, because he's facing the new Bloodline member in Tango Lao, and I don't see him losing in his debut match. And also, you need to build him up, and a win over the Almighty would definitely do that. Okay, so my final option, and the person who I believe will win the tournament, is the Ring General Gunther. Now I truly believe this makes the most sense, as Gunther just had the longest Intercontinental title reign in WWE history, and continuing that wave of dominance is very important, and in the Ring General's case, there's no exception. And when it comes to Gunther, we know that he's very well known, not just in the wrestling community, but also outside of it, with the likes of UFC legend Daniel Cormier. So him winning the King of the Ring tournament is only going to add even more legitimacy to the event itself. Now in terms of who I think he'll face in the finals, I could see it being Carmelo Hayes in a heavy hitting heel against a underdog babyface, or a test of strength with the Ring General taking on the almighty Bobby Lashley. But either way, the result will stay the same, as I believe Gunther will reign supreme. But I will say this, I am so glad this tournament exists, because it allows us to get fancy matches that we otherwise wouldn't get, like Gunther against Randy Orton, or Rey Mysterio against Carmelo Hayes, or even Ilya Dragunov against AJ Styles. Now that would be intriguing. But yeah guys, that'll be it for today. But I want to know, who do you think will win the King of the Ring tournament? Will it be someone like Gunther or Randy Orton? Or will it be someone no one would expect? Let me know in the comments below, leave a like, subscribe, and more importantly, take care.